What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that basketball analysis on Analysis Playground, going live on there on YouTube, of course, exclusively. We're going to talk about Anthony Davis going to the paint, hitting a little floater shot that he's got as a signature shot now, and it was a bucket, and they ended up beating Atlanta Hawks, and they win the game by 2. The score was 120 to 118. Dallas Mavericks win the season series 2-0. They played the Hawks twice this year and beat them both already. I should say this season, to be more precise. The Hawks go to 36 and 40. They're 17 and 22 on the road. The Mavericks trying to get back to 500 before the season so they can get above it by the end of it and lock the Suns out of the playoff spot is the best thing they can do, because they got to win the play-in tournament possibly anyway to get into a spot, because they got some bad losses recently. But they're 38 and 39 and 21 and 17 at home, kind of like a flip-flop of the records almost, but just one off. Other than that, the Atlanta Hawks 34 to 32 by the end of the first quarter. They also won the second quarter 38 to 35, but it was that second half when the Mavericks came alive. Even defensively, they won the third quarter 34 to 24, but they lost that second quarter 22 to 19. And then Anthony Davis had to use his hero powers to come through for his team and put the Atlanta Hawks away. And Yeka Kanwu continues to play well. 7 of 15 from the field, was real physical, wasn't avoiding contact, was going hard and strong to the paint. He was 1 of 4 from 3, but he was 5 of 7 from the free throw line. He had a double-double, 20 points, 14 boards, 20 and 10 for him. 3 of his rebounds was offensive, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 1 turnover, 3 personal fouls. He was a +6 and +. I like what he did today, and I like the fact that he even competed a little bit defensively to the best of his ability. That's all he can do. Zachary Ricochet, 25 minutes for him. He was 4 of 11 from the field, 1 of 3 for the three-point line, 3 rebounds, 1 was offensive, 1 assist, 1 steal, 3 personal fouls. He's a -5 and +. He finished with 9 points. Didn't really do much to help the team tonight. He just filled a role, and it was okay. It was good enough compared to some of the players that came off the bench. Muhammad, 5 of 13 from the field. He only played 14 minutes, unfortunately for him. 1 of 5 from 3, 5 rebounds, 3 was offensive, 1 block, 1 personal foul. He was a +8 and +. He got in double figures by the end of the game. He had 11. Trae Young did what he does, the double-double, 25 points, 12 assists. He does this basically almost every game. He has the personnel to do it. He has the space to do it. It just, can he make shots? And tonight he was 8 of 20 from the field, 2 of 9 from 3, but he was 7 of 7 from the free throw line. That really helped him in his confidence. 4 rebounds. 1 of them was offensive with a steal. He did have 5 turnovers, though, but he only had 2 personal fouls, which was good. In 40 minutes that he played, a -1 and +. Dyson Daniels did his thing, too, but he only finished with 1 steal. But he was 7 of 12 from the field and 3 of 4 from 3. Really helped this team out a little bit, especially in the starting lineup. Somebody had to step it up a little bit more, and it was just him and Okongwu tonight. 6 boards, 2 of them was offensive, 5 assists, and he did have 2 turnovers and a personal foul. And that was it for him. Dominic Barlow, 0 of 1 from the field, 1 rebound. It was offensive with 1 assist, a turnover, 3 personal fouls, a -8 and +. Georgia Niang, 2 of 6 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 3 personal fouls, -3 and +, 6 points. Karis LeVert, 4 of 10 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 1 was offensive, 5 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 personal foul, 14 points. He's a bucket. Karis LeVert can score. He can get to the free throw line easily. He can pass a little bit because he had the combo guard in him. But when he's scoring, that's when he's at his best. And he did that tonight and was the most points tonight off the bench for the Atlanta Hawks, and he's been able to do that a couple games. Terrence Mann didn't do much, but he did play a lot of minutes. He finished with 21 tonight. 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 personal foul. He was a +11 and +- with 5 points. And Creedy ended up getting double figures. They needed somebody else to do it. He did it, but he did it in 16 minutes. That's why it was so great for him to do it. And he only took 5 shots. He was 4 or 5 from the field, 3 or 4 from 3. That's the biggest shots you can make, is the 3. So he made the ones that was most important, and that kept him hanging around when the players came to the bench, and he got off of it. 1 rebound, 1 personal foul. He was a -18 and +. He finished with 11. The rest of the guys did not play coach's decision. 42 of 97, 43% from the field, 15 to 39, 38% from three, 19 to 22, 86% from the free throw line, 12 offensive rebounds, 43 total, 29 assists, 7 steals, 3 blocks, 11 turnovers, 19 personal fouls. And it was just a good game from them. They just wanted a little bit more to get the win. They just didn't have the opportunity to do so really. The time just wasn't on their side, and Trae Young had Anthony Davis guarding him. He had to throw up something. Although it was going the right direction, he just didn't have enough strength to get it over Anthony Davis and still be able to make it. But Trae Young tried. That's all you can give them is a chance, and they had one, and it just didn't work out. But for Anthony Davis, it did throughout the entire night, even though he got hit and had to go back to the room, which we were accustomed to seeing. But at least he came back and played hard like he did the entire game in the last couple games. I'm not going to question how hard he plays and how much he tries, but they need him to stay healthy, and they need him to be dominant each and every game down the stretch so they can have their best chance of winning the game that's left on their schedule and get ready for the playing tournament. 30 minutes for him, 14 of 23 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 15 boards and 34 points, a monstrous game. 2 of them was offensive out of the 15 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 5 blocks, 4 turnovers, and 2 personal fouls, a +3 and plus minus. Najee Marshall, he didn't have the big game like he'd been doing some games throughout this season for them, but it wasn't really needed. 2 of 6 from the field, 0 of 3 from the three-point line, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 personal foul, -10 and plus minus. He finished with 6. The assists really helped because they was using him as a guy that could create his own shot, but they was able to slow him down a little bit. And some shots he just flat out missed, or he just didn't want to take because he found his teammates. And it was easy like that sometimes. And Derek Lively is back for all the Mavericks fans. He played 16 minutes. He was 1-on-1 from the field. He was 2 of 4 from the free throw line. He did have 5 rebounds. One was offensive with an assist, a block, and 1 personal foul. He was a -2 and plus minus, finished with 4 points. Spencer Dinwiddie, 5 of 11 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 10 assists, and 14 points. So a double-double for him. He handled most of the ball handling duty when he was out there, and he made good decisions, and that's all you can ask him to do. And if he wasn't making the right decision, he was just putting the ball in the basket, which he did a good job of that also. 3 turnovers, 1 personal foul, -1 and plus minus. Klay Thompson hit a crucial 3 down the stretch that really gave them a chance to win it, and they ended up doing that. But he also was 6 of 11 from the field and 5 of 9 from 3. Was big for them tonight. 4 boards, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, -2 and plus minus with 17 points. And then Kai Jones, 2 minutes for him, 1-on-1 from the field. He had a board and a personal foul. He was a +2 and plus minus, finished with 2. Caleb Martin was 2 of 4 from the field and 1-on-1 from 3, while also being 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 steals, 2 turnovers, 3 personal fouls, a +5 and plus minus with 8 points. Daniel Gafford, 5 of 7 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 1 that was offensive, 1 block, 5 personal fouls, a +1 and plus minus with 11 points. And Max Christie, 3 of 10 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, +9 and plus minus with 11 points. And then Jaden Hardy, he's off and he's on sometimes, but he got some steady minutes tonight with 22. He finished 5 of 9 from the field, 3 of 4 from 3, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 1 steal, 2 turnovers, +5 and plus minus with 13 points. Of course, they had a good performance from their bench when you have 3 guys in double figures and they do more than just score tonight. And that was good to see. But Max Christie, he didn't shoot the ball that well, but he was able to be a threat out there and was able to knock down his free throws. And then Daniel Gafford, he know what he's going to do. He's going to get deep in that paint and try to flush it down and still rebound. And he did that. And then Jaden Hardy is a scorer. And if his 3-point shot is going, you know it's going to be tough to cover him. And that's what ended up happening tonight for the Dallas Mavericks and their win. The rest of the guys did not play coach's decision or illness. 44 of 83, 53% from the field, 15 to 33, 45% from 3, 17 to 21, 81% from the free throw line. They did have 42 rebounds. They did have 27 assists, 7 steals, 8 blocks, 13 turnovers, and 16 personal fouls. And that's all that happened in this game. It was a fun game, entertaining, very cool to see. And anytime we can see 2 teams that really want to go at it, is must-see TV, and it was just another great game to watch. And I had fun seeing young players like Hardy and Christie get it done. Matt, it was fun seeing Anthony Davis just flat out obliterate the defense in front of him, and he knew the shot that he wanted. The coach drew it up for him to get the space and the opportunity to get it off. It's just about making a shot at that point, and that's what Anthony Davis was able to do. And this is why he's a star in this league. And they getting confidence behind him. We like this guy. We like what he can do. We like how he's anchoring that defense. We like the way he's moving. We like the way he's talking. We like that he believe in this team. And they have a lot of talent. They like, and they're getting guys back, Gafford's back, Lively's back. This is the roster that they thought they would have. The only problem is no Kyrie Irving. That's a big thing. They're not going to do nothing in the playoffs because that's a bucket. That's a guy that can score on basically anybody, and he has a player like AD to set those screens and do them dribble handoffs to give him that room and give him that space to operate and score. We didn't see it enough. That's the sucky part about this season. So many guys been out, so many guys been injured. Even today, some of these games were just flat out unwatchable because of the injuries that's been going on, and so many guys sitting out or going for surgery because the season is basically over. And it just sucks watching games, but this was a game where Anthony Davis could have said, I got a concussion or I don't want to play anymore after he got hit in his face and went back to the rooms. And he came back out and said, no, I want to go out here and compete with my teammates and show them that I believe in them and show them that I want to play with them, show them that I'm not giving up on this season. I'm not giving up on us making the playoffs. And that's basically what he did. And I like it. That's what you have to win the people over. You have to win the teammates over. You have to win the organization over if you Anthony Davis. They traded their franchise for you to be their franchise. You got to give us reasons to believe in you. You have to give us reasons to like you. You have to give us those reasons to invest in you because you are going to be that guy that we believe in, especially with no Kyrie Irving. This is a good chance for Anthony Davis to win over the people. That's what he has to do. He's not afraid of it. He's used to it. He had to do it in New Orleans when he was the number one pick. He had to do it when he went to the Lakers and they won a championship the first year they got him. That's the type of Anthony Davis they're going to need if they want to be happy in that situation. This was something that was out of his control. It's not like he wanted to go to Dallas. It's not like he asked to get traded to Dallas. This is just what happened, and now he has to make lemonade out of it. It's just that simple. You know what I mean? I think he's doing a good job of having the right approach to how he should be going at it and trying to take it on as a challenge. But that's what made him a great player. That's what made him top 75. I was in Cleveland when they were doing the top 75 celebration of the greatest players ever. And I seen Anthony Davis. He deserved to be there. He's a champion. He's been dominant. He was a number one pick. So, he has the work ethic and he does have the ability to be a rim protector and a guy that can anchor that paint. Luka couldn't do all those things. He can get you a bucket. He can find some open guys. And that was it. But if you got Kyrie, you don't really need him to do that because that's Kyrie's job. Only problem I would say is you probably lower on Kyrie because he's older and he tore his ACL. So you don't really think he's going to get back to that same form. And most people usually never do that first season. He's going to be gone probably after that because he got that 1 year, which is left on his contract, which is going to be the next one. He's going to take that so he can get millions while he rests up and try to get back healthy. And he's probably going to play a little bit towards the end of the next season. But other than that, I don't really see Kyrie staying on this team long after that injury. He's a hard worker too. He understands how to play the game. He knows how to dominate the game, but that takes so much out of you, especially when you're short and you're small and you got to work your butt off just to score a basket sometimes going to the rim. And then it makes you cautious, like Derrick Rose say. You think about it different when you lose that ability to burst. You lose that ability to finish. And then you think about coming down. You thinking about having confidence in that leg while you're still trying to be a great player again. Then you have the pressure of being a great player again that you put upon yourself. And you feel like you can still reach because you have a little bit of pride in you, especially because you want to come back at your best. And you're never really going to be the same. But you just don't want to think like that. But Anthony Davis is the guy now. This is what he's going to have to be. This is what he's going to have to do. And they seem like they love him. They talking themselves into it. And that's the start of something really good going in his favor. But we know when Anthony Davis got traded, you rather have 10 years of Luka than 10 years of Anthony Davis, just because Anthony Davis is already in his 30s. That's obvious. But that's the realism of the situation. I don't know where Dallas go because you wasn't really expecting Kyrie to have that type of injury. But it's a tough situation in Dallas. I'm just going to end the video that way. It's tough being a Dallas Mavericks fan. You got rid of a guy that was 10 years almost younger. and he was one of the best players in the league for a guy that is one of the best players in the league. And we got to remember Anthony Davis was in the MVP conversation. I had him in my MVP conversation too because he was just that good at the beginning of this season. But Anthony Davis, he's older. He does a little bit more defensively and rebounding wise, and he can score. And he did that 34 and 15. This is what he can do, but it's not going to last as long as having Luka if he's healthy. That's the whole thing, you know. And that's why we always look at that trade and gonna look at it like, man, even if Dallas doesn't win the championship or the Lakers doesn't win the championship, it's gonna be why did you really go all in on getting rid of Luka? You made it seem like he was such a problem for the organization that we have to get rid of him now. And that's what the fans just not going to get behind. They're not going to feel it. They're not going to understand that. And now they have to live with it since it's completed. But the fans do too. And the organization do too. And they're going to get a backlash if Anthony Davis doesn't, turn out to be what they thought he would be. And it's looking like, well, if you're going to be this isn't enough, especially with Kyrie Irving being in this situation that he's in now. But he's gone. I don't think Kyrie's going to stay 2 years. I think he's out after this year that's coming up. And that's actually the last year he got on his contract. But I think he's going to be out. I don't see Nico. If he's going to do that to Luka, he's going to be very strict and very crucial on Kyrie recovery and if he wants to give him another contract. But it's so many good point guards that's going to be free agents. It's going to be so many that's going to be available that just like they did with Jalen Brunson, well, we'll get rid of Jalen Brunson, another one to come along the way. And then they got Kyrie and went to the finals. I don't see that mentality changing in Dallas. That's what I can tell my fans, to be honest. Like me seeing Nico, me knowing Nico, I just feel like Kyrie going to be gone too. If this is what you're going to give us and you can't give us 25, you can't give us 30, we're just going to try to get another free agent. We're going to try to trade for another guy and just replace you. It's ugly. It's nasty. It's part of the NBA. Let's just be honest about it. Because if they'll do it to Luka, they'll do it to Kyrie. If they'll do it to Jalen Brunson, they'll do it to Kyrie. Simple as that. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, and share, and hit the notification bell for more analysis if you're new to the channel. And also, if you're new, I do conversation videos just like this on various different NBA-only topics. Also do breakdowns with real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and also future stars. Also do mock drafts and draft coverage. So if you love that type of stuff, this may be the channel for you because I got over 3,000 videos already on my channel already made that you can watch and possibly become a fan of me. And or also become a subscriber. Other than that, hope you guys having a good day. I have my social medias on my channel if you want to check those out to see some other things that I do besides NBA only content on this channel. Also got my email on my channel. You can check that out too and hit me up if you don't want to leave a comment or follow me on social media. And other than that, hope you guys staying blessed. Hope you guys had a good day. Thank y'all for joining the stream. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say because I know you guys are in the chat. But other than that, I'm going for now. I'm going to knock out that game I just ended up watching before this video is going to be made. And it's just crazy. The Mavericks are in an ugly situation. It's just the worst karma that they could get. And they haven't really had somebody that's committed than Dirk Nowitzki. He was committed through the whole journey. And it's hard to find guys that's great and loyal, especially when paper is around every organization. I can give you what they can give you, and I can give you a better living is what the managers in the organization going to sell you. All these guys take trips and meet so many different people. They're always going to be influencing that next decision or going to want to have a say-so in what you do so they can reap those same benefits from you and try to give you as much as they can give you in return. It's just how the NBA is. It's just how every sport is. It's just how business can be. And the financial contribution is the easiest thing for a billionaire to give you because they have so much money that you're just a little bit of a pawn in this game until you can get what you want out of it and leave the way you want to leave. Just as easy as it can be right there. But that's as real as I can keep it with y'all. Other than that, I'm gone. Y'all stay blessed up. See y'all later, basically the next couple minutes. Peace out.